Good morning, traders. So this is the Dow Jones daily review. So again, we're starting on the weekly, and what I really want to point out is another trend line. So pretty much the first two bars here is normally what I look for a trend. So yes, we broke above it here, but those first two is normally the trend, and you can see these other 2 days came pretty close, and we are pretty much on that trend line at the moment. Okay, so that is the one trend. The other trend that we have is we've done that one already, and we've also broken through that trend there. So this is, for me, the final trend line that we have on the weekly, and it's pretty much where we are at this stage. Now, I think the interesting part here is we have managed to break above this inside tail here. So the next logical target here is pretty much that tail there. Okay, I'll get the levels for you shortly, but that's pretty much where we are at the moment. The weekly has also turned. We've got one crossover, the other crossover is about to happen, and then we'll need the third crossover, so that they're all pointing up like this. But yeah, so at this stage, it's looking like we are more than likely going to be extended to the upside. So I think from the daily perspective, I can delete that there and basically just add that in there. Okay, now again, if you are long, there's no real reason to get out just yet, but we'll confirm that on the lower time frames. And there is a good possibility that we'll be able to get some more longs in place, but what I would do is I'd actually wait for it just to get up to this trend line, because you'll expect it to have a little bit of a bounce, maybe not on a daily time frame, but on the smaller time frames. So let's just start working our way down, because you can see how close we are to this level. So if I have to do that, it's 25 350 is the area we need to worry about from what I can see. And no, 25,550, sorry. So 25,550 is pretty much what we're looking for here. The 4 hour, we are back in the oversold territory, overbought territory, sorry, and you can see so long as we're staying above the negative 20 on the Williams percentage R, that is overbought, and you'd expect some kind of a consolidation or a bit of a pullback. Okay, so this move has been very strong. The only thing that's concerning me is the fact that we are moving away from the alligator. So that normally indicates that you can expect some kind of a pullback shortly. Okay, but for now, we've had a good breakthrough on this previous high, and we are now still moving upward. So let's come down to the hour and have a look at it. So I think that's what we want to do there. Okay, so on the hour, we're not really moving far from the alligator. So the trend is still up. So any kind of pullback, and even if it's a 1 bar pullback at the moment, is a worthwhile opportunity to get long. So for me at this stage, that would be a fairly good position to come long, and you have to wait and see what happens. But I think at this stage, I think the only thing you're looking for is longs right now, until we start getting this kind of action. Long it is. So how do we get in on this? That's the next question. So obviously I'd like to see a pullback back to test 25,460. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to do, 25,460, and I'm targeting 25,600 or 25,550 to 25,600. That's the area we're targeting. But obviously you don't want to get in at this level. You want to see a bit of a pullback and then we can get in. Now, what I do want to point out on the 12 minutes here, you can use a 15 for this as well, is you can see yesterday how we stayed above the alligator. Okay, so there was a little short yesterday. Well, not that it played out much. I was actually anticipating a bit more of a move through the alligator down at the bottom. Didn't play out. Instead, we stayed above the alligator. So this is where you start looking at your fractal breaks. And any one of these fractals here, you can see we broke through the fractal there, created new fractals, formed a higher fractal. That's your long. Stop below here and just let it run. Okay, and you would still be in on that trade. So I think most of yesterday happened that way, onto the alligator on the 12 minutes and bouncing off. So I anticipate the same thing today. So all I'm looking for is watch this alligator, not the alligator, but watch the Williams percentage R, watch for it to come back down to the negative 80, and that's going to be the indication that we need to get long again. Okay, so this is a pretty good area for me. Alternatively, we'll wait for sort of the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock time frame to see exactly what's going on before adding to this long. And target area is definitely going to be 25,550, 25,600. And I just want to go back to the weekly, delete the noise, and just pick up what this next level is here. 25,770. Okay, so the only thing that you need to worry about at this stage is the fact that this moving average, well, it depends which one we take. So there's one that we've broken through, move it up, we're on that one. Okay, so yeah, oops, that's my view at the moment. Still long, no reason to get out of this just yet, and what you're looking for is an entry, and any pullback that you can get. It would be nice to come back and test this 25,460 area, and looking like we've got a bit of a flag here, which will pull it back just above this area. But I think it's probably a worthwhile shot to put a trade in here, put a long in here, and have a stop below this pin bar. Okay, so I think that's exactly what I'm just going to do now. If it'll let me, yeah, I want to buy there, and I'll have to edit the stop, but pretty much my stop is going to be around there, and I'll do that in a short while. Okay, and obviously my take profit area is I'm looking up there. That's kind of what we're looking for. Anyway, guys, that's my trade at the moment for the Dow Jones. Hope it helps, and if you are still sitting long, well done, keep it going, and this may be an opportunity to add to your long. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Hope it helps. Cheers for now.